Hello friends, welcome back. Hope you are doing good. So today we are going to learn about how we can implement routing in React.js. So before starting this tutorial, let's understand what is routing. Routing is whenever we control the UI or the pages using the browser URL. So based on the browser URL, our application display the content similar to this one. If I am on the login route, then it will display the login page, and if I click on the sign up, then it will display the sign up page. Same in case of home page. So this is the routing. To implement this routing in our React application, we need a package which is React Router DOM, and we are going to use this in our application. So first of all, we have to install this package. I already did that. React Router DOM, and after that we have to import this browser router from the React Router DOM package, and this will provide the environment. And after that we have routes. Routes is kind of switch case which identify which route we needs to display based on this path here. The another part is route. Route is a functional component, and inside this functional component we can provide a path on which path we needs to render this element. So when user go to this path or this URL, then it will display this element. Element is a component. And we have one more option which is link. Link is used to navigate between the URLs or the different path of the application. We can do the same thing by programmatically also. To do it programmatically, we needs to use this use navigation hook from the React Router DOM, and it will provide us a navigate function which takes a path as parameter, and when we call it, then it will redirect us to that particular path. And next, let's understand how we can generate the dynamic path or the nested path. In React Router 6 we have conditions. Routes need this route child. We cannot use any other element. See, if I'm trying to use div here, then it will display error. And if we see in console, then there is all component children of route must be route or React fragment. So this one is just, if you are seeing this type of error, then you can simply solve it by using this removing this extra div, or just keep it as a routes. Now how we can create nested childs or nested routing? To do that, we have now dashboard path, and inside dashboard we can say a dynamic path, same as this example. For teams we will display a div, and here we say welcome to teams. And now if we go to dashboard, from here then it will display us the dashboard page, and after that if I enter some random ID, then it will display that dashboard as well. But now here inside this dashboard we are going to provide one dynamic path, and after that a landing page. In landing page we will say div of welcome to dashboard. So if this is index page or this path, just slash dashboard, then it will display this child, and if there is something dashboard slash id, then it will display this welcome to teams. To render the nested routes or child, we needs to import one more component from the React Router DOM, which is outlet. Now, but outlet will do, it will first render this one and it will go throughout the each childs. Now let's refresh. So welcome to teams, and if we just enter this path, then welcome to dashboard. This is called dynamic or nested routing. We have nested the routes inside the dashboard components. Another one, we have scenarios like how we can get some dynamic data or not found route. Let's create not found route. So on global we can say if nothing route matches, then if user enter any random path, like any random path, then it will display the page not found, because this path is not available or we have not provided this path into our routing definition. So you can also use this not found inside this elements also. With this way it will from dashboard. Now user know the correct path, tell the dashboard, but after that if they are trying to use some random, here this path is handled by this dynamic path. So if we enter some random URL, then it will say page not found on dashboard. So it means tell dashboard path is correct, but after dashboard there is some error in the URL. Next user cases we can have in our applications is reading the parameters from the URLs. So to do that we can use Params Hook. So let's try that. Let's go to our dashboard component, and here we import this use params. And we import it from the, and always try to use const here. So in params we can say whenever user come to this path, then we will see this unique ID inside the URL params. So here we can display this ID. and we can access this ID by using this keyword which we have provided in the route. See, this is 123, and if I enter some any other ID, then it will display me that particular ID. This type of routing we used mostly when we needs to fetch data from the API based on the URL ID. We will understand it later when we are going to work with the to-do application. So we will use this routing there as well. Thanks for watching this video, and please like, subscribe and share this channel, and in next video we will cover how we can protect routes from unauthorized users. So in that example we will cover if user is logged in, then they can only access the dashboard. If they are not logged in, then they cannot access the dashboard. See you in next lecture.